ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อเติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ LigaGame.SGT ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Aces Esports League Conqueror. My name is Yusuke, and I have here with me the Gade. And today is going to be another great day of Valorant action, but we will be getting into the games quickly as our players are already set up. Roll the team intro.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to be getting into today's matchup as soon as possible. As you can see, we've got Team Shift versus Dream Sellers. Something to keep in mind about this match is Dream Sellers has already lost to Dream Sellers once in a best of 3. Previously, that went 13 to... that went 13-7 on Bind and 13-4 on Ascent. So we can assume that Dream Sellers really want to come back into this match and hopefully have a little bit of a grudge match. They don't in particularly want to lose this team 2 matches in a row. So I assume that they are really going to be feeling it all the way through it.
Yep, I completely agree with you. And, you know, the dream for Dream Sellers, unfortunately, they can't get into the top 4 anymore. So... you know, I guess this is going to be a statement for their side because, you know, going up against Shift, they, as you said, they recently did lose to them. So, you know, they may be trying to, you know, show off a little bit. Like, you know, we don't want to let you guys, you know, take over us. Like, we got some stuff on our plate as well. Things like that. And that will be really interesting for this matchup. We will be playing in Haven. Ooh.
Yeah, Haven, this should be a good match. It looks like the bomb is positioned for B, but they're going to be spread out all around the map looking for these information and looking for the picks. And we're going to be getting into it very quickly now. So far, nothing being traded back and forth just yet. Very, very stagnant play coming out. Alec Pond and Co. starting to make their way up towards A long. Might be able to find a pick out if he is careful about it. He'll be the first one to run into the enemy. Sova right now. Very passive.
Right, and this is smart gameplay from them here. They don't want to pick off their enemies too quickly, but look at this 9-10 with the perfect timing. Almost manages to spot Omen there from the top of Ace.
Yeah, but he's gotta be careful. If Killer S does spot him out, one keeper will go ahead and show his presence as well. Alec Pond and Co backing off. It looks like they want to take this spike towards the B side, heading now into garage, maybe positioning themselves for C. The push coming off, and Bayo gets tagged down to 23 to start things off. He's gonna be trying to get out and find something, but it's gonna be kind of desperate, kind of risky. Sentinel gonna be backing him up. Alec Pond finds the first. Sentinel's good for the trade though. The refrag is there. We're into 4 versus 4 now. Shift gonna have to try and retake this. This isn't the best situation to be in. Right now, Dream Sellers have the upper hand. The post-pat positions aren't met just yet. And one keeper pushing up through long could be able to find the first here. If he can find Sentinel, things will start to go in their direction. One keeper finds 9-10, but Aimsick and Diver making it easy brings together the first round for Dream Sellers. The pistol round is achieved, and Dream Sellers will be buying into the next.
Right, and honestly, like looking at how Dream Sellers perform, they usually do significantly better when it comes to the first 2 rounds, and then afterwards, it's kind of they kind of get lost in their direction. Especially when it comes to the buy rounds, they usually lose those battles against their opponents. And knowing Shift, they're really good when it comes to Spectres and Phantoms. And look at this right now; they're still opting for the eco round. And, you know, we'll just have to see for the next round. Because Shift, they know how to shift the balance, might I say.
Yeah.
And they have a full load of weapons.
Yeah, they definitely do. But the buy round's coming in, and Diver's going to be able to get the first on the Sentinel, start things off. 9-10's good for one as well. And the trades aren't coming through. Matey finds one on the Bayo. And it's now down to this 2 versus 5. Shift in a very precarious situation. There's not much you're going to be able to do in this situation. They're going to want to try and find maybe a weapon or 2 and bring it out of the hands of Dream Sellers. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do that right now because Dream Sellers looking to play all together, looking to play these trades as quickly as they can if there is a man to fall. Right now, the side of Dream Seller looking stellar, looking to sell their dreams into this match.
I love how you put the touch in Stellar. And ooh, look at that. One cuber gets shot down by Aimsick and Nakashi. Trying to go over the peak. Ooh, gets dinked there and finishes it off Alec Bond. Well, there you go, Dream Sellers. Well, honestly, they do have the advantage there with the guns. So now Shift managed to save a lot of credits and they may be opting to go for the full round, and it looks like they are. We see a couple of Phantoms over there down in B and A. So this will be interesting how they can turn the tide. Goes for the full shields as well, and their credits are 0. So this is a full investment for round number 3. And right now, their team composition, not that bad, but they're having a hard time to absorb the way that Dream Seller has been pushing onto these sides.
Yeah, right now, they got it. Dream Sellers needs to be in particularly careful. This is a buy round coming out of Team Shift. So they know that the advantage is shifted into their direction. And Dream Sellers is going to need to find these first picks and take these fights really up close. Because otherwise, these long distance fights are going to go in the direction of Shift very, very quickly.
Exactly, and look at this. Trying to gather some information now. Dream Sellers, always known for this. Clear on A sites, but you do have Killer S and Akashi just moving in close. And I think they may have picked up on the thread that Dream Sellers are doing right now. Yup, it looks like they will be committing to A site.
Yeah, they're looking to commit to this A site, and Akashi will be the one to spot people out. They're going to get lots of information from that. And the recon dart as well will do some wonders. Oh, it gets tagged down before he's able to activate it. Spikes down, and a 5v5 retake will have to commence. No picks were taken by the side of Shift. And this is going to get dicey really quickly for Dream Sellers if they're not careful.
Ooh, wall banged into one cuber, and we're just seeing a lot of recon balls happening right now. Oh my goodness, refrags back to back, 2v3 here, and Shift doing their best right now. It's working in their favor, but ooh, the nano swarm, classic Killjoy gameplay right there. And Sentinel throws that cyber cage onto both of those openings, but will it be enough? No, Akashi gets Diver on that play, and Aimsick is down.
Yeah, nice little 3K out of Akashi to close out the round, and the round will go the way of Shift. Brings the first round into the board, and now they're going to be looking to tie things up into the next. The eco for Dreamstars should be enough to buy up into this one. Can we get a quick look at the scoreboard production? I would appreciate it. There we go. Yes, they'll be able to buy up into this one. So this is going to be a full buy round. This one can determine the next few. The people you got to be careful, though. One keyword Bayo, they don't have the money to buy into this one. So it's going to be a bit of a sketchy buy. Yeah, there's a judge. You might see an upgrade pistol, maybe an SMG.
Right, and we're seeing a Spectre and a Judge there. A Judge on a Jet, that could be deadly, especially, you know, getting close encounters with the enemy and then just pop off and then upward draft away from danger. So it will be interesting to see how Bayo can utilize that. For the side of Shift, what I really love about them is when it comes to the retake positioning, they work together. That's what you want to see, and that's exactly what happened in the previous round. We love to see that. Just
Killer S
had a hard time there, and
that's good information given out. The attacker Killjoy is coming out, and they're looking to get onto this A site. This is going to need to happen very quickly at this point. They're waiting to see if anyone is detained. Right now, people will be detained. They're going to be able to fall out of it quickly enough, and they should be able to get onto the site and get the spike down. Ooh, this play by the Killjoy, you'll love to see it. I haven't seen this in ages. Matey and Co. going to be waiting for the push to come out. They're playing these post plants positioning towards short. 2 players over there, but the smoke is good, and Matey's going to have to play decently aggressive here.
right now, it's still a 5v5. I'm really impressed how they're keeping all their agents intact here. But Dream Sellers, they have an interesting strategy. They don't stay close in the sight. And look at that. The defenders is getting... Oh my goodness. Dream Sellers is getting picked off one by one. You know, I have to say, Digade, when it comes to a post-plant situation in A site, more often than not, you will have a couple of your agents probably in hell, maybe someone in heaven, one in long, but Dream Sellers right now, they're just completely spread out through spawns. So that's... I think that's where they lose their advantage, because especially if Shift is coming from the other side, it's significantly easier for them to just pick them off, because again, they're really good when they have their weapons, and right now they've got their Phantoms and Vandals. So I'm very sure that Dream Sellers will not be opting to go to A, but we'll see. Maybe they'll change up their post-plant strategy.
Yeah, we're going to be having a force buy coming out of the side of Dream Sellers, still looking to push their luck against Shift. Because right now, this is bait. They're force buyed on to Dream Sellers and Shift. They could afford themselves all the utility, all the buys in the world. Matey still stuck down on that revolver, and I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do into this situation. The Sheriff can be an influential weapon, but you have to hit that first shot every time if you have a hope of getting into these sites with that weapon.
Which is really, really hard on a Sheriff.
Oh, Bayo, he's taking up a bit, taking up positioning in garage. He'll spot out one and spot out second as well. He's going to be opting to back off and trying to wait to see where the push is going to come through at. Right now, it's kind of positioned to head through garage, maybe to C, but there is the option to head to B. There's no one on the site just yet, so but he is positioned over there to retake it as quickly as possible, and so is Bayo. And it looks like the push is going to come out. Bayo going to need to come up huge here as well.
Right, he gets a perfect spray down. Oh, unfortunately, Bayo shifts forward, and 910 also gets shot down back-to-back frags right now. Hunter's Fury gets aim sick, and it's a 2v2.
Oh, nicely done by Akashi, able to regain composure and find that frag. It's down to 26 HP. Last man standing is the Reyna. That can be a deadly combination. Has full HP. I'm pretty sure that's Matey as well, so we know that could go in his direction. He is an absolute fragger, but one shock dart could give away the information that is needed. Very slow play so far. Akashi going to be looking to find the first, and it might be happening, but Matey is there and will find the frag, taking down the low HP Akashi to claim the third for Dream Sellers.
That was the perfect timing on the peak. I guess it was just the difference in the health bar there. So quite unfortunate for Akashi, but good play on their part. You know, they managed to wipe out almost everyone in Dream Sellers, and you can see that the economy right now for both teams not really the same, but more of an advantage to Dream Sellers there. But technically, both teams they're boiling down to less than 1,000 credits there, so it may take a toll in the next round, whoever wins this one. And
Yeah.
right now, Spike has been left just in front of Garage, trying to recon A and C here. And Shift, they play really well when it comes to post plant situations, so I'm not really worried for them once the spike gets down onto site. But Dream Sellers right now playing a different game. They're more cautious. This is a good take on what they want to do for this round.
Yeah, so far, Dream Sellers, they do have the advantage. They're going to need to take these long-distance fights if they have a hope to keep it in that. Because right now, if they get nice and close to Shift, things could fall apart. Especially Kachi here with this Bucky. It could be such a deadly combination if he doesn't get pre-fired or doesn't get peaked at the right moment.
Ooh, smart play. Goes for the owl drone. Manages to spot two of them, but
Oh, there it is.
Perfect play.
Yeah, just like what I was saying. They know his positioning now, and he's going to be having to rotate as quickly as he can. Oh, this is going to be he's in a difficult situation. He's going to need to find it. He finds a second as well. Nicely done. The Bucky coming alive brings down the dreams of Dream Sellers, and it looks like a third round will be heading towards Shift. Killjoy and Sova going to have to do some absolute acrobatics to get back into this round because they're in a 2 versus 5.
That is a really scary situation, but it doesn't look like they can plant the spike anymore. They waited a little bit too long, and they tried to go for the A push, but they lost 3 of their members, and those are their 3 critical members. You got the 2 duelists, and you got your Omen there, so might as well go for the save. But look at this, hunting them down right now, Shift. That is honestly one of the most horrifying things, like, in the game. Right after the round ends, and you got that 6 seconds. Like, why? You're just giving them the opportunity to gun you down. But well, anyways, regardless, moving on, the score is 3-2-3. No team really gaining an advantage yet, and right now it's really interesting again to see teams like Dream Sellers, Sharper and Myth. Like, they know they're out of the running, but they're playing like it's the championships, and that's great for them. Again, I'm really hoping that everyone just gains experience after all of these matchups. And now let us go back into the game.
Yeah, so far, so good for the side of Shift. Able to regain composure after dropping the first 2 rounds and then bring it back and bring it to a tied game here in the 6th. Dream Sellers able to put up 3 against them there in the early stages of this match, and that's looking good for them. If they can keep surprising Shift with different movement, with different positioning, things will continue to work out in their direction. But right now, Shift, they have the advantage. The weaponry is certainly in their advantage, and they're going to need to capitalize upon that as quickly as possible.
You should run.
Right, and it looks like they're addicted to A side. I haven't seen them work up some action yet in C. They did try in B though, but A, really loyal to this side. I'm really hoping that now they can try to change their strategy, because they've been losing on this side repetitively. And with that said, look, this Akashi going for that recon, very important when you're going for that retake. And Killer S with the perfect from the shadows on that. Akashi gets aim sick. Alakpan gets Akashi though. It is a 3v4.
Yeah, it's Shift. They do have the advantage into this one, but it's going to be dicey. Killer S finds one to Alakpan, brings it down to a 2 versus 4, and Diver finally trades one back, but One Cuber Square finds the refract. Last man standing is Reyna, and he's going to have to come up here huge. Matey in the back line, able to find one with the Sheriff. Needs to find more. Could do it, but it's not enough. One Cuber will eliminate him, and the Spike defuse will be good. A 4th round for Team Shift.
As you said, the Sheriff, you gotta get that perfect aim, and it's incredibly difficult, especially if your opponent has an assault rifle. They got that fire rate, and the Sheriff, you can only hit him 1 tap at a time, so you're at a huge disadvantage there. Quite unfortunate that Mighty didn't pick up any primary weapons there, but regardless, good effort on his end. We know that the side of Dream Sellers can pop off when it comes to that regard. So I guess in Haven, they may be a little bit lost here, because they perform significantly better in Ascent, but they chose basically the same agent lineup for their players. So it's interesting to see how they try to adapt this mix into a map like Haven. But right now, Dream Sellers looking to go for the slow route yet again, not really committing to any side, gathering information. But Killer S here with the perfect angle, just has to wait for Akashi to go out, and Bayo as well.
So far, this is going into the direction of Shift. This is where Dreamsellers are really going to need to turn things around. They have the opportunity to, and Diver will be good for the first. Finds on a Bayo, brings it down to this 4 versus 5, but Sentinel lying in wait towards the Garage could find something miraculous here. He should be good for at least one, but he's not. 9-10's there, and he's got the headshot onto Sentinel. Brings it down to this 3 versus 4. Shift isn't in the best situation now. They got to shift the balance as quickly as they can, and one Cuber is looking to do it. Finds one on the Diver. If he can find another, things will start to go back into their direction. Right now, very slow play across the map. Akashi finds one on 9-10. Killer finds one to Alec Pond. Brings it down to a 2 versus 3. Desperate situation for desperate time. Aim sick, good for 1, and 1 Cuber finds the refrag. Now down to the Omen. Omen versus 2 has to come up huge. Rotates into Garage and gets all the way towards the A site. The spike's going to go down with a little bit of time remaining.
This is going to be incredibly difficult, but right now, going for that shrouded step into heaven, getting the jump on them. Look at this perfect peek, but has to... Oh, unfortunately, did not peek at the same time. Again, I think there's this thing that we saw on Reddit or Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. There's an advantage when you peek from the corner, but you're significantly farther. It gives you, like, hindsight advantage. So, yeah, I guess that's what happened there. Just missed it by a little bit, if I am to be honest. But hey, the timing of that ultimate was really good though. It's just really unfortunate that he didn't get that spray down onto the staircase.
The 5th round was achieved for Shift here. They're starting to look to take this away from Dreamsellers. The buy round will come in here. They're forcing on up. They're going to have utility. They're going to have some armor. They're going to have some weaponry, but that's just going to be about it. They have one ultimate online, and that is Alec Pond. That Hunter Fury can change the course of an entire round if it finds out the information that it needs. But got to be careful. Bayo on that jet is a deadly combination with an operator, and you got to be careful. If you get peeked by that, you might as well just have ended your own life.
Right, but look at that cloudburst just to cover 9-10's tracks there. Perfect entry into a short, but the spike is with Alec Pond, so no, it doesn't look like may commit the A. I feel like they have a tingling that Bayo has an operator. I'm sure they feel like he does since they recently played together. So, it's really good to pick up on the opposing team strategy. So, right now, again, going for that slow push, not really committing 100%, but they are gaining that mid control and working for them perfectly. Right now, you've got Diver. Right behind them, you got Mighty, just waiting for the perfect time to get inside. Ooh, hot hands from the left side going inside from one Cuber, and now it has begun.
Yeah, Killer S starting things off with a 2K. Nicely done. Sentinel good for 1 as well, and leaving Alec Pond all alone. Able to trade 1 back, but it won't be enough. Killer S will get himself a 4K, and that's a 6th round achieved by Team Shift. Things looking to go their direction the entire time. Dreamsellers can't seem to get a way back into this half.
Right, and look at this. Killer S and Akashi back-to-back 10 for 10 kills, and they are doing the job for their team. A little disappointing, might I say, on the side of Bayo, not really contributing as much as he can that we know of. And let's see, maybe he'll maybe just a little bit of warm-up. Maybe in a couple of rounds he'll perform a little bit better, but right now, it doesn't look like the team needs him since we got these top 2 fraggers here. And Akashi here just protecting A-side, going up against Alec Pond, Sova to Sova. But Bayo saw Diver, but couldn't get the shot off. But at least they got information that there is someone in Ceylon.
Oh, so far, this is not really going the way of Dreamstars. One Cuber playing aggressive here could be a problem. And he is. One Cuber good for the first, looking for a second. Nearly gets it. Bayo's good for the other. Brings it down to this 3 versus 4. And the HP is incredibly low on that Jet player. He's going to have to be playing safer. 9-10. I wouldn't be taking this positioning in a situation. Killer S finds Matey. Looking for another. He'll be able to find it. Finds on to Aimsick, looking for that 3K, is good for it. 9-10 falls, and the 7th round is picked up.
Look at this replay. Oh, well, it looks like we picked up a replay from... Oh, okay. I guess we got a little of a snippet there from one of our past games. But right now, There we go. Dream Sellers just can't crack the code, and this is what I usually say when it comes to competitive Valorant. You can't really tell who's going to get away with it until you get to round number 5, because that's when things really start to warm up, and you get past the pistol round, and you kind of understand how everyone picks up on their play. And after round 5, you see who gets away with it, and if they can carry the momentum after shifting sides, that's what makes them a really good team. And right now, going for the full push in A short, you've got Dream Sellers still committing the A, but Killer S with the perfect opportune area there on top of the 2 boxes. Ooh, gets the owl drone and tag just a little bit there, but Shrouded step away from danger.
Now, the attacker Killjoy looking to head onto this A site. You certainly are right. They're addicted to this A site. 1Cuber is good for 1 onto Diver. Brings the man advantage to back to shift once again. Spike's going down the A site, and that's a lot of information gained. Akashi spotted out 3. The retake's going to have to come out team shift. They've been good on these retakes previously. Let's see if they can make it work once again.
Right, and Recon balled into a perfect lineup there to get information to the side, but unfortunately it's not good enough. And Alec Bond with a 3K spray coming in from inside the site, and 910 gets the bang there on Sentinel, and Aimsick looking to hunt the last member, but Killer S is not giving up, has the most opportune area, but it is not enough. Aimsick gets the final kill on Killer S.
Yeah, Dream Sellers finally getting to live out their dreams into that round. We'll find the 4th, and they need to find another. We're going to have dueling operators at the bottom of the scoreboard, both on the Jets. Bayo and 910 are... Oh, never mind. It got changed. I wanted to see that.
He changed his mind.
No, my shoutcasting is a lie. Now, anyways, we are going into this full rifle round. Both teams, they have the economy to work with. It's going to be a little bit sketchy if they lose this one for Dream Sellers.
There we go. You got your wish to get.
Oh, yes, there we go. Bayo, you didn't make me a liar. Thank you. Bayo looking for it. We'll be able to find it. The dueling operators will come out on top. Bayo is good for the kill on the Sentinel. A headshot at that brings the man advantage to the side of shift. Akashi playing aggressive as well. We'll be able to find another one onto Alec Pond. Man, these characters like killing each other, but 1Cuber finds one on the Matey, and it's now down to Aimsick. Aimsick, good for 1 on the Sentinel. Tagged down really low, down below 15 HP, will be eliminated by the operator Bayo. And now last man standing is the Killjoy. Diver, gonna have to come up huge here.
Right, and Divers are sneaky operative, if I had to put a label on that. They really don't really have a clue where Diver is most of the time when it comes to these maps. I mean, sometimes he goes through the peaks, right? Earlier we did see Bayo, see him a little bit, but not sure if he will be going for the plants. Oh, look at this, goes through A and might go back to C. Interesting. I'm pretty sure they told him that there's an operator waiting for him in C, so might try to cancel Bayo out, but he's got to look at the perfect time here. If not, Bayo's gonna have one phenomenal flick on that operator. Diver, please don't walk into it.
Oh, Diver.
Oh,
you need to peek this corner. Oh, I think Bayo knows. Bayo has the read and will find the kill. Oh, Lord.
So unfortunate. I thought he saw the barrel on the operator there. I guess missed it by just a little bit. Oh, really unfortunate for the side of Diver there, but a good effort nonetheless. Still trying his best to plant that spike. And right now, scoreline 8-4. Shift is leading and inches away from victory and adding to their group stages score. But again, for the side of Dream Sellers, very commendable. They're doing well on a map like Haven. I didn't really expect this performance, because usually in Ascent, they perform significantly better when it comes to the defender side. So let's see, maybe they play better on Haven as defenders, because as attackers, they don't really they managed to rack up 4 points, but knowing them, it's really hard to rack up points as attackers. So kudos that they were able to rack up 4 points. And look at this, going for the full push here shift. How the turntables, look at this. Alec Pod gets 1Cuber, Paranoia into sight, Mighty gets shot. Oh my goodness. That frenzy is deadly. And Bayo again with that wonderful stapler gun. Back-to-back frags. It's a 2v2.
Oh, the timing on that was just right. Aim Sick will spot him out and also get away. Diver and Co. gonna have to retake onto this site. Shift. They do have the advantage. And right now, it's going towards him. Killer S is good for it, leaving Aim Sick all alone in a 1 versus 2. Very desperate straits to be in. He's going to start to deploy the utility. Start trying to make his way onto the site. It's planted for short. They're not there. This could be difficult. This could be dicey for the side of Shift. But Aim Sick, the time is ticking down. He's going to be looking for the first kill. We'll be able to find it, but Bayo from the same direction will find his 3K. A 9th round is picked up by the side of Team Shift. Now 5 above Dream Sellers.
It's a prank. Just kidding. I mean, perfect positioning from both of them. I'm a little bit confused as to how he didn't notice that Bayo was also there. But regardless, good play on the side of Shift. You know, planted for short. Just gave him some mind games, if I am to be honest. If I was in that position, I'd lose my mind. I wouldn't know where to look. So really good that went for the tap on the spike, tried to gather some information, but closed out the game. He got Bayo with the frenzy. And look at this, the full aggression now on the side of Shift.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle for the side of Dream Sellers. They need to be able to pick up the next round after this one if they lose this one. But one Cuber, ooh, does he know that this Omen's here? This could be risky. They haven't spotted him out, but Sentinel will find it through the smoke. There it is. Bayo looking for one as well. Won't be able to get. Diver's there. Finds the trade, but refrag is good from Sentinel. Finds a 3K to his name, and now it's down to a 2 versus 4. Very desperate situation for Dream Sellers, and I don't think they have a way back into this round.
Right, this is extremely difficult for them from the get-go. And look at him, Mike with the classic pep up against the Spectre. Alec Pond with the frenzy there, and it's a 2v2, but Alec Pond low in health, and one Gilbert finishes off the job. Hot heads right now going into long. It is a 1v1. Mighty managed to heal onto that soul orb, and the spike has been planted, so we'll be opting for that defuse. But do you think she heard one Cuber? Yes, she did, and go! There we go. One Cuber, just mind games again. Mind games, my guy.
Yeah, one Cuber able to close out that round to successfully claim the 10th. Now 2 away from match point, and Dream Sellers are lagging far behind. Down by 6. There is a desperate road ahead of them if they have any hope of turning this match around.
Right, I agree with you on that. And you know, Dream Sellers, they... in the words you say, they're in not really a little bit of a pickle, they're kind of in a huge pickle at this point, because like they went up against DXG yesterday and they got decimated in the first half, so it's looking like a rinse and repeat here. But good on them for still racking up a couple of points in the first half, and right now they're just having a hard time to, you know, break out of their slump. So you know, I'm really hoping that these boys get some rest, so maybe it's another attribute as to why they're not playing as good as they did previously. But right now, Shift here, looking at their team composition, you got them. It looks like they're trying to gain control of mid. Might swing to see if it favors them, but looking favorable to go through B right now.
Right now, Dream Sellers are going to need to find a way to retake this, and 9-10 will be starting out strongly. Finds one. There needs to be another pick to come out of this before the plant goes down, but there won't be. Push from Alec Pond. Alec Pond, 3K to his name, looking really good. Killer F able to trade it back. Finally, the refrag does come through, but Mady is there and finish him off. That's a 5th round picked up by Dream Sellers. Not looking to sell their dreams too short and are trying to get back into this. They have a 5-round difference in between them and Team Shift, but match point isn't achieved just yet.
Right, and look at that play. Just classic Dream Sellers defense, and worked very well in their favor. They just had to sandwich basically a large partition of Shift's agents there in B. I think they have a hard time when it comes to sides like C and A, considering all the angles they have to cover. But really commendable for the side of 9-10 there, not just tailwind into sight in Sentinel and one Cuber a little bit lost on that. That's what I don't like about Jet. When I'm up against a Jet, of course, you know, when she just dashes in front of you, that's so annoying. But look at this here, Shift right now going into A, and you've got Mighty and Akashi just, ooh, Loading back
Alec Pond
onto the
could
Hunter's
be the
Street.
difference maker here. I think he got a little bit of information from that. But I don't know if it'll be enough. Shift, they do have the site secured, and retake from Dream Sellers is going to have to come out. I've seen Dream Sellers on retakes before. They've always been a little bit dicey. They're going to need to make this work now. They have the information on Bayo. If they can find this first one, it could start to work out. Matey's good for it. Shift, able to trade it straight on back, though. Matey good for 3. Brings it down. Oh, 4K. The ace out of Matey. Oh, my lord. Able to turn things into their direction. And nicely done at that.
Mighty, just showing off what he can do with that Sheriff, you know. They really performed top-notch in the first half, but right now just trying to pick up on the slack and worked really well in his favor and picked up a Phantom as well at that. And there we go. The Dream Sellers again. You know, it's not over for them. They're still trying to catch up to that 10-point score and possibly win this match. It is not impossible. You've got Alec Pond stepping up here. You know, we don't really see a Sova hitting that top frag, especially when you're mixed in with a Jet and a Reyna. So it's really good that he's stepping up there. And that recon, very important. Hunter's Fury plays a big role as well when it comes to the latter parts of these games. And Shift here, they're going for that aggressive push, but we've seen them do this earlier. It's not working for them, so they have to change up their strategy if they want to succeed.
Oh, there we go. One Cuber's ult will be eliminated, which will be helpful to the side of Dream Stars. I don't know if he was able to pick up all too much information on the defending side. The retake's got to come out here, and it's got to be Stellar. Full buy. They've got their post-plant position set. It's towards long, and this is going to be a very dicey one. They have no one going to be coming in through that back line, and now the retake is going to have to come out. They have to win these gunfights as quickly as they can.
Right, and one Cuber trying to lurk there through the back, pick them off at the position they aren't aware of. And oh my goodness, Akashi there. Perfect timing in the Hunter's Fury. Gets a lot of them. One Cuber though, flanked and not successful. And there we go. They managed to defuse the spike.
Oh man, that was a risky play, but it paid on out. Dream Sellers now up to 7. Turning things around seamlessly. We're able to get that defuse there while still fighting off 4 of Shift's players. I'm not sure how that was able to come out on top, but they were able to make it work. Beautifully done.
Well, I mean, if I am to be honest, they were blocked by a lot of smokes there, so even if you do ping that spike, it's not accurate enough, you know? And you're just spraying your bullets everywhere, so it doesn't really give you an accurate depiction of where you should be hitting those bullets. And I guess it just worked well on the side of Dream Sellers. Again, their defensive strategies work so well for them, and that's what we saw in the last play. I'm pretty sure they had a feeling that Shift was going to go for that long defensive positioning there, and it worked really well for Dream Sellers. You see, Perfect peaked as well on the side of 910, managed to pick up one Cuber on the side of Garage. They know what this strategy is about, and that's what's great about their gameplay. But right now, Shift here looking to turn that side. Spike has been left down there just behind window, and it looks like they may try to go again for A, but this is going to be a little bit dicey, as you say, the gate. Look at this right now. Push from Mighty and Alec Pond. They will be greeted by 2 members of Shift. Ooh, perfect timing on that, but refrag. Alec Pond misses. I take it back. Goes for that wonderful push. Ooh, only 2 members left for Shift.
Yeah, right now things are looking good for the side of Dream Stars. They do have the man advantage, but the spike will be going down on this A site. Shift getting ready for post plants, have taken up positions, and Killer S is going to be the one that has to come up future. Able to find the first, needs to find the second. Good for it. Finds it, now brings it down to a 2 versus 1. Last man standing, Omen. He's going to need to come up here huge. Aim sick, all alone in the server, has to clutch this up.
Ooh, this is gonna be really difficult for him. Look at that Cypher Cam just disrespecting him on that play and goes for the paranoia. Possibly trying to get anyone down in hell, but no, does not find a single soul in aimsick. Again, a similar situation than that of earlier in the start of this round. Goes for the flick, but it is not enough. Sentinel gets that final click on aimsick. 11-7, and there we go. Killer S up by 21 frags. An amazing performance we've been seeing from him, especially from an Omen, taking full control as he should.
Yeah, right now the 11th round has been achieved by Team Shift. This could get dicey for Dream Stars if they have any hope of coming back and winning this match. 1 away from match point. Something to keep in mind is we don't have overtime in group stage. So this right here could be Dreamseller's final showing on our stream. OneCuber starting to make his way towards mid, looking to take the attack towards B. The spike is getting in position for it, and only one man is there to respond. That is the Jet player, 910. Gonna have to be the one to come up huge, and huge will start to come on up. OneCuber is eliminated. 910 still holding a very static angle, won't be able to do it. Nearly gets the head tap, but Bayo is there and cleanly takes off the head. Now a 4 versus 4 remains. The spike is going down. They're positioning themselves for mid, and Matey is going to have to find this retake as quickly as he can. He might have the positioning to do it as well. Defender Killjoy coming on out. That's going to eliminate a lot of the presence for the side of for the side of Chef, but Killer S making it work. Now a 2 versus 4 remains. The retake seems impossible, and it's going to be a very dicey. Bayo finds one and the second as well, and Shift are able to convert the round. The match point is achieved, and a 4K for Bayo.
That was incredible. You know, Shift, strategy we've seen them impose in the group stages. Plant for long, go for that open plant, and don't leave any of their members inside of the site. And have one person lurking. That's what we noticed. Earlier in C, we had OneCuber lurking, and for this previous round, we got Bayo lurking. And worked well in their favor here. I guess it's because of the numbers advantage, if I have to put it that way. When you only have 2 members left on the defensive side trying to go for that retake, you know there's at least 3 or 4 other agents in the attacker side waiting for you on that open angle. It will be very difficult. This is why their push earlier worked.
Oh, 910!
Precision on that aim gets Bayo down onto window, and Tailwind's out of danger.
Yeah, this is starting to look nice and comfy for the side of Dreamsellers. This is a round that they must convert if they have any hopes of keeping this series alive. Alec Pond will be the one to respond first on A. This is looking to be a full A push. Shots will ring out, but nothing confirmed just yet. OneCuber starting to get onto the site with friends. And now the retake out of Dreamstars is going to have to be meticulous.
I have to agree with you on that. You definitely didn't sugarcoat the situation here. Look at it. Oh, double updraft. Trying to get somebody there, but then pick him off. And oh, Alec Pond with 100 Fury gets Takashi. Killer S onto Diver. It is a 3v4, but Dreamsellers, Alec Pond low on health, half onto that bar. OneCuber goes to the curveball. Perfect time on the out jump. Unfortunately, they know he's there. Goes for spray. It is not enough. 910 gets OneCuber onto that Sentinel here. Goes for that false spray. 2. Oh, almost gets a 3. 1v1. Killer S finishes it off, and there goes the W2 Shift.
Yeah, nicely done, Shift. Able to close out the match, and they are now confirmed for playoffs. Beautifully done out of them. They're going to be able to get that 4th win in the Bucks, and things couldn't have looked better. Dreamstars seemed to have a resurgence there in the midway into that match and in the beginning, but it just wasn't able to pull them through, and honestly, it is sad to see them go. Now, Dreamstars, Sharper, and Made in Thailand are all out of the tournament for bracket stage, which is unfortunate, but we will be seeing some of them in one last match in the rest of the day. Next match we got coming up is DXG versus NXL. This is going to be a match to remember, so be sure to be there. That'll be starting in roughly 30 minutes, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อเติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ LigaGame.SGT ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum. Sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Sri Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Ongkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Tak, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Wirod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Wirod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Wirod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อ เติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Sri Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Ta, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development, concurring with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Virod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Virod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Virod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อ เติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่1ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจ อัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่า ดีกว่า ง่ายกว่า
Sri Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Ongkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Tak, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Wirod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Wirod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Wirod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อเติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Nakarin Road University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Ongkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Ta, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Srinakharin Virod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Srinakharin Virod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Srinakharin Virod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
Hey yo folks, welcome on back to AE Conqueror. We're going to be getting things underway very shortly, but once again we are joined by Yuskif. How's it going?
What's up, guys? Doing great. You know, it's actually nighttime here, so it's a little bit dim. Got my cool fashion light right in front of me, you know. So we're keeping it cool, but so far, you know, this competition, it's the last day for group stages, so
Yes.
all these teams lined up for the day, just putting it all out, even if some of them are already out of the running for the playoffs.
So the next match we've got on the books today is going to be a good one. We have got DXG versus NXL. These teams haven't faced off against each other just yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of numbers DXG can put up against the likes of NXL. NXL being one of the top teams in this tournament currently with a 4-1-1 record, looking to head into playoffs. And right now, unfortunately for DXG, they have lost their chance to get into that playoff stage, which is really unfortunate. The reason they lost that is if Dreamstars did achieve a victory over Team Shift, that would have put them in the running. But unfortunately for them, they are now out and put. So this will be the last match that we see them in here in AE Conqueror. But a bit unfortunate, but let's hope they put together a good last showing. But later in the evening, we've got Team Sharper versus Made in Thailand for our third match. And our last one will be Attack All Around versus Team SMG. That fourth match is looking to be a banger of a match, both looking to go to playoffs, and it'll be just for seeding at that point, which I'm not exactly sure how it's actually going to go, but it should be interesting to see who will be in that top slot.
Right, and again, you know, it's especially for our next matchup, DXG going up against NXL. we've known NXL to always prevail in the latter stages of these games, so it will be interesting to see how they can do that with a team like DXG, because DXG is
Yes.
known to do that as well. Unfortunately for their run, though, they they got stumped by AAA back during Christmas Day. And looking to bounce back, they did, but unfortunately didn't do so against Shift. They got 8 and Shift got 13, so a good effort nonetheless. And yesterday they did get Dream Sellers, put them out of the running, but, quite unfortunate that DXG didn't really hit that top spot there in the top 4. So, this matchup is just, I guess, to just disrupt NXL's win-loss rate. So, we'll see. I'm pretty sure NXL is going to give him a hell of a fight.
Yes, to keep in mind, the only map they dropped for NXL was a forfeit loss, a match they couldn't attend against SMG, and then the other match that was a close one was against Attack All Around, which was a tied game at 12-12. So NXL right now haven't dropped a map that they've actually played. They have either won or tied them all. So they've had an absolutely excellent showing when it comes to the group stage. And I'm sure they're looking to continue that through this match and then through the playoffs as well. This match against DXG should be an interesting one. Honestly, DXG could rebuttal them, but they're going to have to be careful because NXL plays an extremely aggressive defensive side and offensive side. They like to keep that aggression going the entire time. People like Flipster, people like Budmeister, those are the people to watch out for on that NXL side. They are absolute fraggers, and they like to push their luck almost a little bit too much sometimes, and they can just absolutely destroy you when you aren't looking and aren't expecting them to push through a smoke, push a corner, push an angle that you aren't really expecting a defender to go up and go through. And especially if that goes to Haven, it's going to be a difficult match for DXG.
Yes, I definitely agree with you on that. And, if our viewers aren't really sure, NXL, they actually forfeited against SMG. Smart play on that. At least they secured their slot in the top 4.
Anyways, we're going to be getting into today's match in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, folks, we're going to be going onto the map of Bind. The defending side will be picked up by DXG for the first half and the attackers of NXL. This is going to be a dicey one for DXG. NXL, they have Flipster on the jet as always, looking at Budmeister, going back on his superior Omen, and they still got to be careful of all the other players as well. We've seen great stuff out of Noisy Boy. We've seen great stuff out of Nats and Vasquez as well. On the opposite end of the board, we got Fog and Rambutan coming up with big numbers throughout the rest of the matches. And yes, I can, backing them up with Kuhn. And honestly, this is looking to be a fiery match.
Yes, honestly, we don't really know what to expect in Bind, but what we will be sure of is that there are going to be a lot of close encounters, especially when it comes to A sites and B site down in Hookah. That's what I really love about Bind. Like, there's always action anywhere. You get someone goes for the pick, down someone from the other team, and then goes for the refrag. It's just back-to-back trades. That's what I love about this. And clearly, you just, it's mind games as well when you use the teleporter and you just fool the opposing team as to where you're going to go. But anyways, looking at our team composition, we do see a breach for the side of DXG. We always do see a breach for him, and it's been working great. But NXL here, look at this. They've got 2 duelists on their side. They've got a Phoenix, very important to use his run at back at a map like Bind because information is key. As small as it looks, it's basically a scent, except you've got the teleporters. If I were to be honest, I'd say Bind is significantly smaller because the travel time when you go for the rotation, it doesn't take forever. And look at this right now. The spike has been left at B main, and Flipster will be greeted by Killjoy there, bro, who is just waiting for the perfect time. You got that
Hughes.
frenzy looking at him. That's a cheeky
Hughes, I think he got the information out of that. He's going to be backing off. Nat's looking to duel away over towards B-Long. He's going to get some good tag damage down. But Flipster is good for the first kill. Nats will confirm the second, and things are falling apart for the side of DXG. Oh, dear Christ. Flipster able to come back out of that fog and eliminate the fog and brings it down to a 2 versus 5. DXG already looking to be falling apart into this first round. Yes, I can. It's going to have to come up big, but Flipster is there in a 3K to his name. Kuhn, last man standing, has to find 5 in order to turn things around. But he's already being tagged down through the smoke, and Nats will finish him off with help from Noisy Boy. First round is achieved, and it's a flawless one at that.
Right, I think DXG just crumbled there, honestly. And to be honest, in a map like Bind, you have people protecting that site. But as long as you get 2 of them, at least, even 1 of them, it's technically an open site if you've got the rest of the agents just rolling in. And that's exactly what happened. You see, you only got 2 defenders left coming from spawn. So that gives them a great disadvantage since they were protecting A. So, you know, it's really important that the Hughes just backs off, tries to not die in that position. And Fog is so unfortunate in the classic there. But look at this Noisy Boy right now, about to be greeted by Fog if he is not careful.
Yeah, right now it looks like NXL are changing up their tactics. They're playing this a little bit slower than I would expect them to. I think the Cypher's going to get away with a duel on long in just a moment if he does get peeked. Yeah, there it is. Nicely done. Quick headshot from Nats is going to take off the head. Oh, yes, I can. That's the top fragger from DXG. And majority of their games just gone in a flash. That's the man advantage directly to the side of NXL right off the bat. Information should be gained off of this. And Nats is going to be looking to duel it away. But full flashes are coming out, and Rambutan's good for 1. The trade does come through from Noisy Boy, but the damage is done, and the man advantage has been gained firmly for the side of NXL. They are down to this 3 versus 4. And it's going to be pretty difficult to get back in. Tag damage already coming through from Flipster, looking for the kills, looking for the tags, and right now he's making it work.
Right, and he's got the Vandal down in the second round. Works perfectly well for him. Already low on Fog's health. And there with the flick, gets Kuhn. Perfect timing. And they have information that the rest of these agents are now hiding in B main. They're just trying to survive the remaining portions of this round here. Look at Vass here with the perfect angle. We'll see Fog, but he will be greeted by a shorty if he does not play his card right. There's crossfire right here. That shorty was not enough. And to finish off the deed, you got a Phantom and, oh, my mistake, you got the Spectre and a Vandal there from the front and behind. So really good play on that. It's not, you know, it's not often that we see a Phantom or Vandal being played onto the second round, but if you get those frags, then, you know, you gotta treat yourself, and that's what Flipster does. He just finds a way to get that groove, and look at that. Already top seed for that score sheet. 5 kills and 0 deaths, and Nats popping off as well down in B long, working perfectly splendid for them, and you know, just DXG, they don't have their groove yet. And, you know, you have to attribute that to the whole buy rounds, because NXL has guns, and DXG, they have a hard time to pick up on that when they don't have good weapons.
Yeah, but coming into this one, this will be the most difficult round that NXL has faced into this matchup so far. This is the full buy round out of DXG, where the luck can turn, and Kuhn and Rambutan and co really need to come up huge on this A site. Looking to be an all-out A assault. Kuhn's going to be the one to respond. They do know where his positioning is, and that could give him away. But right now, the flashes are good, and they team flash. That's not what you want to see. Kuhn's got the opportunity to get some frags, but right now, nothing's going to be coming from it. Budmeister's going to find the first. The refrag is coming through, though, but Nat says no thank you and eliminates Spot. Now down to this 3 versus 5. NXL, they're looking for another round, and I don't know if DXG can put a handle onto this NXL side. Oh, so far so slow. Shots will come out of Hughes. The trade will be good, though. Vasquez is there, but it's already down to this 2 versus 4. Spike isn't down. Well, no, it is down. My bad. And I think they're just going to have to opt to save. Yes, I can, and Co will be backing on off, maybe looking for exits.
Right, this is, well, they already lost this one here. Yes, I can. Going for that peak on Budmeister, but not enough. Rambutan with the flashpoint, but again, not enough. It's 3 points. And that was a really good play on the side of NXL. Again, they know how to utilize their weapons, and it's working perfectly for them. They have a lot of money right now. It can even go for the operator if they're feeling a little bit lucky, but I think they're perfectly happy with their Phantoms and Vandals there. But on the side of DXG, gotta give them some tough love here. They don't have enough credits for good guns. Yes,
Yep.
Ican has that Bucky, and we do have a Stinger in the side of Fog, but will it be enough with a full set of Vandals and Phantoms?
Yeah, right now, something to keep in mind about NXL coming into this round as well is they didn't force up these weapons. A majority of them were picked up, and they're going to be able to get that economy really rolling. Noisy Boy's going to be able to get it first, but Rambutan is there for the trade. Vasquez refrags it off and finds a second as well. Brings it down to a 3 versus 2. They are getting trades, but it's not enough for them to make it work. Now the Jet left all alone on DXG. He's going to have to come up with something miraculous in order to bring this round about. But right now, this is looking like a 4th for NXL.
It's gonna be really hard for Fog to go for a comeback here. We're seeing a couple of cloudbursts, but that owl drone just trying to seek him out. Another cloudburst into the fray, and Nats here with the perfect angle. They are fishing him out, and there you go. That's just straight up bullying right there. And as you said, the gate up by 4-0 for DXG. I mean, they tried. They really did their best there when NXL was pushing into side. They did get those trades and refrags, but unfortunately, it was not enough. And we did see Hughes there just get overpowered by the Vandals and Phantoms. He did only have a frenzy, and that was not enough to force them back. And now we have a full buy from both of the teams. So it looks like the tides are a little bit balanced now. So let's see if DXG can defend a little bit better here. It looks like they're going full stack in showers, but there's Sova pushing back. Probably going for the owl drone down the Kabil. Ooh, Kun.
Oh!
Fog! 2 kills already on the side of DXG. Look at that, but Buddy Meister with the refrag. But Fog low on health. Throws that cloudburst.
Yeah, there we go.
What an unfortunate peak on that play. And you got all 3 of them stuck in Cubby and already pushing into A. You got the last 2 members of our defenders here.
DXG was definitely pushing their luck when they were trying to get that 3rd frag. I didn't think that was going to go for them. They got the 2 they need to back off. Yes, I can. And Hughes able to finish things out, finally pick up a 1st round. And DXG, in the Battle of the X's, are able to pull off their 1st.
Right. And again, they had the weapons, they had it in their arsenal, and they played it perfectly. I guess that's just the groove they had to pick up on. And NXL, as good as they have like an entry strategy, DXG, there's still the defenders here, and they kind of had an advantage to anticipate NXL. I guess it's all about the weapons. They were at a loss there, didn't have a lot of weapons for a couple of rounds, and that may affect the way they think about the game, considering that they have to chase that lead. But NXL, I highly doubt that they'll let them try to get back onto that draw.
Yeah, this one's going to be a toughie for the side of NXL. They have some weaponry to work with, but the positions of these players are still unknown. The push has begun, though, onto this A site, and it's going to come out flawlessly. DXG Kun going to be looking for the 1st, but nothing and no one showing themselves just yet. All playing these tight corners, not willing to give away their positions just yet. This should be a kill coming out of Kun here. Yeah, Nats will be eliminated. Fog with his ultimate needs to find one as well, but right now, you got to be careful. NXL, they have these post-plant positions. The spike is down. Fog, beautifully done. Finds one on the Bunmeister. The 1 tap to his skull. Eliminates him. Looking for another one. Not going to be able to get it just yet. Down to his last knife. It's going to have to be backing off, waiting for the push, but it won't be coming. DXG, they have the man advantage. They can get on the spike, but Noisy Boy finds one to Hughes. Trade comes through as well from Vasquez. Gets one. Noisy Boy, good for one. Rambutan finds the trade, but it's now down to this 2 versus 2. Fog with his ultimate, looking for it. Won't be able to find it. Vasquez is there, and Vasquez finds the last one as well to claim a 5th for NXL.
True, that was a tough round, honestly, and kudos to NXL. They prevailed in the end. It was Fog, their key player, unfortunately didn't get a lot of those kills. But great job on the Blade Storm, just throwing off a Flipster down in showers. But again, it was not enough. I guess, NXL, they have a really good knack when it comes to post planting. Like, if you compare it to the earlier matches when Shift were doing the open plant, like NXL, they have a knack for it. They played better, especially in Bind. And it has been working well for them. They are now leading by 4 points. And Rambutan here for that cheeky peek, but Nats gets the kill. Back-to-back frags here. Huri's also gets Nats on that. Only 3 defenders left on the side of DXG in the span of a second. I take that back. Only
no.
2 left.
Yeah, Budmeister able to get in that back line is such a deadly combination. Spike going down on A as well, and defenders are stuck over at B. They're going to realize their mistake very shortly, and they don't know whether to deal with Budmeister or to deal with the Spike.
This is going to be incredibly difficult if they want to go for that retake. Budmeister here, 30 health, not enough. Huey's gets a kill on him, and right now just setting their positions here. NXL not really trying to take any risks. This is what I love about them. They're patient, but when they know it's time to move, if someone tap that spike, they will check that out. And right now our 2 defenders, we do
Hello? Okay, well, we're getting into it now. It's 2 versus 3, and there's not much DXG is going to be able to do. NXL, seemingly to take this away from them flawlessly, will be able to put that 6 on the board. DXG, they seem to can't get their ball rolling. They're able to get 1 there in the 5th, but that's not going to be enough for them to start converting this half. They need to start winning consecutive rounds. If they don't, things will continue to deteriorate for them. And honestly, that is not what you want to see when they're in this situation. They know that this is their last match. They don't want to go out of this tournament with a fizzle. They want to go out with a bang, but right now, NXL isn't letting that happen.
Well, I mean, for being number 2 in the group stages, they wouldn't really want to give their fans an upset there. It, just a bragging rights as well, just showing off. But at the same time, just a wonderful display of skill here we have on the side of NXL. And look at this right now, closing in onto A side. Flipster gets tagged, so ooh, with the shock ball going at him. Oh no, Noisy Boy gets shot down with a bucket to the face. And yes, I can. Back-to-back frags. Only 3 members left though on the side of NXL.
Right now, things are looking good for DXG. This is their way back into this half. They need this round. Hughes able to find best skills, going to start things off nicely, but they gotta be careful. This is Flipster, and this is Budmeister. They're the last 2 remaining, and it could be a problem. Shots will come out, and Hughes is good for the bus. Budmeister comes up huge, gets 2. Now down to the 1 versus 3. Has the opportunity to defend, but Hughes will finish him off with a 3K to his name. And the second round is finally picked back up for DXG. This is where they need to get their momentum going. If they can start stringing these rounds together, keeping weapons in their hands, they'll be able to come back off this deficit. They're currently only down 4. There is a will and a way for things to get them going.
Just gotta start that engine right up and then just rev that bad boy. And it's working a little bit better for them. DXG again, they just gotta pick up on the groove. But knowing NXL, they're not going to let themselves, get affected by this. They want that W. It's going to work very well for them in the group stages, point-wise as well. And look at this Fog just hitting a couple of pre-fire rounds outside of bats, and Flipster here trying to go inside of ooh, the Aldron almost missed them though. And look at this for a concession. You got Hoist, but going back, smart move. Doesn't want to make the same mistake as he did in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, this is going to be a dicey situation for DXG. They're looking to head towards B.
Rambutan.
If Rambutan can line them up, things will go in their direction, but Nats is going to find that first kill. Hughes gets the call and places down one of those swarm grenades, and it's got to work, but Nats pegs him through the wall and eliminates him, brings it down to that 3 versus 5, and DXG, I don't know if they're getting back into this round. The site's taken. It's a 3 versus 5 retake. It's going to be extremely difficult. There are 2 people towards elbow.
Yep, this is a great play on the side of NXL. Look at that, going the aggressive, not waiting for DXG to push in right now. Just spraying and praying. Ooh, back-to-back frags though. And left all by himself. Yes, I can. Tries to go for 1 member, but it is too late. Nat's going crazy.
Yeah, good 4K out of Nats to convert that 7th round for NXL. It could have been dicey if DXG could really get themselves going, but right now they seem asleep. They're down by 5. They can't figure out what they need to change up on their defense because NXL keeps varying their patterns. Sometimes it's aggression. Sometimes they're slowing it down to a snail's pace to try and find information and picks. They just keep changing it out, and DXG can't seem to get the read on it.
Right, and I guess they're really having a difficult time here trying to assess how NXL moves. It's like they change up their strategies every single time. Look at this right now. Going the aggro DXG. Fog gets the Blade Storm onto Noisy Boy, but right there for the refrag, he got Vaz. And ooh, look at Nats again. Deadly with that Vandal in long range B.
Yeah, this right here has really fallen apart for DXG. They're a man down. They're at 3-4. And the scoreline is firmly in the direction of NXL. They're looking to bring this towards B. Gotta be careful. Killjoy, Hughes, waiting in this corner could be a problem. If Flipster doesn't peek him out at the right time, things could head in his direction. Hughes, good for this. Gonna be looking for the second. Won't be able to find. Nats is there and finds the trade. Brings it down to a 2 versus 3. The rotates are coming through, but Budmeister is watching for the Sova. And yes, I can will be eliminated. Brings it down to Omen. Not much you can do in this situation. It's a very difficult situation. You're in a 1 versus 3. Do you go for this or do you save?
You know, honestly, looking at their economy, they have to go for the save. It's going to be really difficult for him to try and go for the retake. Considering he's out of utilities, but look at his Budmeister. Will encounter Kuhn here if Kuhn does not peek at the perfect time. Goes for that, but walks right into the crosshair of Budmeister. And 2-8 is our scoreline. Ladies and gentlemen, leading by 6 points here, we got NXL.
Yeah, right now, NXL dominating the half. Only 2 rounds remain in it. And honestly, DXG can only hope to get 4, maybe 3 in this situation because their economy is gone. They have some upgrade pistols. They have an SMG, but that is all they got to their name. It's going to be a very difficult round if the DXG have any hope of turning the ship around.
Right, I mean, you know, the captain of the ship looks like he already abandoned it, but can't say all hope is lost for DXG. You know, this is what's great about Valorant. You can have a team go for a phenomenal comeback, and it looks like DXG has that resilience in them. But now, you know, playing a little bit aggressive, not working in their favor. You got a couple of cloudbursts right now blocking the entrance for NXL, but will
Budmeister.
enough? Oh,
Budmeister's in their backline already. That's not great. Noisy Boy and Flipster will find the 2 on site. Budmeister won't be able to do anything in the backline. Rambutan's there for the trade, but he's eliminated as well. The refrag comes out. Last man standing with a Bucky. Hughes is eliminated, and a 9th is confirmed for NXL, taking this half without a problem. They're going to get 1 more round in the books and get up to 10, but this is where DXG need to get their ship going because right now they don't seem to have a driver and NXL is just taking them for a trip.
You know, it's like tow trucking them out of there right now, but it's really unfortunate to see that this is how it's going down. But again, as we already talked about this before the match started, you know, NXL, they do not want to show any signs of weakness, and that is exactly what's going on right now because in the playoffs, you know, they'll be going up against teams like SMG, and I believe they will be going up against Attack All Around and Team Shift if, you know, the games favor them. So they do not want to give any inch.
Oh, Noisy Boy.
Like, look at that, though. Still going to be aggressive, though. Very, very commendable in their end. And, oh, there we go. Flipster gets a kill on Fog. And it's just the way NXL plays, you know. Oh, Budmeister! No. Oh, the disrespect on that play. And another one going, oh, gets Kuhn.
Yeah, this has fallen apart. Last man standing. Rambutan won't be able to do anything about it, and Nats will find it. That's a 10th for NXL, closing out the half. Now 2 away from match point.
Right, and again, look at him, you know, just not showing any ounce of weakness. Just showing DXG what NXL is, and they just want to show this display. You know, I'm pretty sure yesterday SMG feels a little bit bad that they lost against Sharper. And, you know, a large part of competitive play is the whole, like, confidence and being able to say that I can beat your team. Things like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, there's a prize pool and all these teams, they want to win. But I hope at the same time they understand the essence of competition, you know, just appreciating the fact that they get to play with all these other teams, aside from, you know, doing the usual competitive and unrated modes in the game itself. So, you know, I really hope that these guys enjoy. But regardless, look at that. Oh, look at this right now in B, left all by himself, our little Cypher, and DXG pushing in. But look at NXL moving as a unit behind DXG. Might even catch them off guard before they enter the site.
Yeah, this isn't what you want to see if you're a fan of DXG. Nats will be the one to respond. He gets the first. He's going to need to find more about Flipster in the backline. Going to trade it back. Now down to a 4 versus 3, and things have fallen apart for the side of DXG. 11th round is achieved, and DXG's backs are against the wall. They're in a very desperate strait, and right now, this is looking to be a slaughter out of NXL.
If I am to be honest, this is the type of game we want to see on the defenders, because, I mean, you do not want them to give up the momentum, right? You've got the attackers with the spike, but you don't want to let them control the game, and that's what's great about NXL. That's what we see in their previous gameplays, and here, perfect example of NXL textbook strategy. Just not letting the attackers take control of the site. They're not waiting for the retake. They're gonna be there right behind you, and they caught DXG off guard, and they may not be doing it again because, you know, some of these agents have specters, and look at that, just crossfire here. They're playing a different strategy than they did in that first round of the second half. So it's really incredible how they adapt and quick think on their feet.
Oh, there we go. Noiseboy with the first. The trade needs to come through, but Budmeister's there. Noiseboy is refragged, but Flipster finds the trade back. Now things aren't looking good. DXG down to a 2 versus 3, and the aggression from Flipster is still there. Last man standing over on the B site will be caught out by Nats, and a 12th is achieved. Match point for NXL.
You know, Nats has shown us what a Cypher should be, if I am to be honest. Just pure Sentinel gameplay right now. Just locked down B site, and those tripwires and those cyber cages working perfectly in his favor. He may have gotten eliminated early in that first round onto the second half, but regardless, still managed to push him back just a little bit to allow entry for the rest of his fellow defenders, and that's what we want to see. And, you know, DXG just hoping to close this out as wonderfully as they can. It's a little bit difficult here, but maybe they'll rack up a little bit more points. But Flipster with the operator already gets yes I can, and Fog here, the perfect updraft, gets Budmeister, but gets cancelled out by Flipster. Oh, Bladestorm cancelled out. 3 versus 3.
Yeah, but Noisy Boy's in the back line, and he's finishing them off, looking for his 3K. Should be able to find it. Oh, Coon able to find it blind. Brings it down to a 1 versus 2, and rotates to B as quickly as he can. Has the spike, and Nats will have to be there to respond. Oh, the timing is just right. The spike's going down, and Nats should be able to find it. Uses it, and that is the 13th. NXL, an absolute stomp on DXG, 13-2. Absolute annihilation coming out of NXL, not giving DXG any quarter into that match, and that was a very convincing result.
Honestly, when we got into this match, we didn't really expect it to be that much of a far stretch. But again, NXL, there's no way that they want to show their opponents that they're not taking it seriously. You know, and as a result, it goes to show they got that W, big W, might I say. And GG to both teams, especially the DXG. They've showed us some amazing Valorant action, but, you know, it's the end of the line.
Yep, that's the end of the line of DXG, but that isn't the line for this stream. We've still got 2 matches going on tonight. We have got Sharper versus Myth will be our third one, and then our final is Attack All Around versus Team SMG. If you like good Valorant, that last match of the night is going to be absolutely fantastic, so be sure to stick around for that. And anyways, we'll see you guys in just a bit.
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อเติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทย อัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์ อัปเกรดความบันเทิง ปรับสปีดได้ตามใจ อัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Ta, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development, concurring with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Nakarin Wirod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Nakarin Wirod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Srinakarin Wirod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อ เติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่1ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Sri Nakarin Virod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Tak, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development, concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Virod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Virod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Virod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อเติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum. Sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทย อัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์ อัปเกรดความบันเทิง ปรับสปีดได้ตามใจ อัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Sri Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Tak, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Wirod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Wirod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Wirod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อ เติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum. Sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ศรีนครินทร์วิโรจน์ University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Tak, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Sri Nakarin Virod University has educated more than 290,000 graduates and alumni. Sri Nakarin Virod University aspires to be a significant part to build the future of Thailand and strives for the movement of global society through education. With a strong commitment guided by the 70-year philosophy, education is growth, Sri Nakarin Virod University is an engagement university.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
ถึงเวลาเปลี่ยนผ่านสู่อนาคตที่คุณกำหนดได้
อนาคตที่ทลายทุกกำแพงการเชื่อมต่อ เติมเต็มทุกประสบการณ์
และอนาคตจะไม่ใช่แค่วันพรุ่งนี้อีกต่อไป
ถึงเวลากำหนดอนาคตของคุณเอง
กับ AIS 5G ที่ 1 ตัวจริง
เพื่อคนไทยทุกคน The future is yours
JBL presents JBL Quantum, the ultimate gaming headsets. JBL Quantum, sound is survival.
AIS Fiber เน็ตบ้านคุณภาพการันตีด้วยรางวัลระดับโลกเร็วแรงที่สุดในไทยอัปเกรดความคิดสร้างสรรค์อัปเกรดความบันเทิงปรับสปีดได้ตามใจอัปเกรดชีวิตให้เร็วกว่าดีกว่าง่ายกว่า
Nakarin Wirod University has been continuously evolving through development for 70 years. Pasan Mid Campus, the center of education at the heart of the city in a prime business area with over 40 acres of land with convenient, sufficient, and modern transportation. Onkarak Nakhon Nayok, a large area specifically for education, completely equipped with facilities to support teaching and learning activities to ensure and fulfill holistic happiness. Sports centers, dormitories, a medical center, and students' activity centers with more than 400 acres of green areas and only 1 hour away from Bangkok. Sa Kaeo and Ta, full of learning resources blended with natural and cultural environments for community development, concurrent with the goal of commitment to being an engagement university. 16 faculties, 5 colleges, 4 institutes, 7 centers, 5 demonstration schools, 3 hospitals. Serve teaching and learning and facilitate a wide range of activities to move the university forward. With over 150 undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs in science and technology, health sciences, and social sciences. With over 2,000 faculty members and over 4,000 staff responsible for over 23,000 Thai and international students annually. Collaborating with the public and private sectors as strong networks around the world, Nakarin Wirod University has educated